As a government institution, the university adheres to national guidelines and outcomes set forth by the government. The university is generally guided by the Department of Budget and Management's annual budget cycle. In addition to organizational outputs mandated as a higher education institution, the university also plans for the attainment of its vision and mission. In its quest to fully achieve its vision and mission, the Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology has been continuously laying down plans and strategies. The institute employs question kandi planning, which aligns the institute's strategic goals set by the top management with the plans or tactics set by the deans, department chairpersons, and heads of offices, and with the work performed by members of the faculty and staff. In addition, the institute's planning process is also influenced by the balanced scorecard, since the national government employs results-based performance management system. In 2006, MSU-IAT came up with a 5-year development plan for 2007 to 2011. In 2011, the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Planning and Development hosted a 2-phase strategic planning. Major goals for the next 5 years were identified during Phase 1. Phase 2 was launched in December 2012. It resulted to 4 strategic objectives: to produce highly competitive and innovative graduates imbued with moral values and committed to nation building, to enhance the culture of research, to improve the quality of life of its community partners and stakeholders, to optimize physical developments and improvements of the campus. The said strategic planning resulted to more discussions wherein the different cost centers and colleges were divided into 4 clusters. In January 2013, outputs were consolidated. The following year, the Institute initiated the process of establishing a roadmap which will serve as MSU-IAT's institutional long-term development plan. The group reviewed and validated the planning situation when the medium-term development plan, covering 2011 to 2016, was crafted. Literature surveys were conducted to ensure that plans were well-grounded and significant for stakeholders. Baseline considerations for planning were likewise established. The roadmap TWG focused on 5 key result areas. The group crafted a proposal which outlines how the Institute will achieve its direction for each key result area. Benchmark statements were formulated and presented to Institute management and key officials of the different cost centers in a 1-day workshop. Comments raised by MSU-IAT constituents during the internal stakeholders consultation resulted in refined benchmark statements. Cost centers were directed to formulate the respective programs and activities. In line with this, the Institute conducted the Academic Summit in 2015 and the Strategic Policy Summit in 2016. MSU-IAT conducted the Academic Summit to evaluate the competencies of the different colleges and build multifaceted strategies. CHED Director for Programs and Standards, Dr. Amelia P. Biglete, was a keynote speaker during the opening program. In preparation for the Strategic Policy Summit, a pre-summit was held on March 21, 2016 at the Institute Mini Theater. The discussion focused mainly on curricular offerings, their corresponding requirements, and the prioritization of the said programs. A month later, the Strategic Policy Summit was held. Strategies and policy recommendations in highly interlinked areas of concern were formulated. The Roadmap TWG clustered similar programs or activities into bigger programs to facilitate implementation and monitoring. Benchmark statements and supporting programs were presented to the Chancellor for review and prioritization. The draft development plan was presented for internal critique. The TWG presented the development plan to external stakeholders. Comments and suggestions were deliberated on, and necessary changes were implemented. The Office of the Vice Chancellor for Planning and Development took care of the necessary legwork and coordination in the submission of the final draft for approval by higher authorities. In 2019, the university presented to the Board of Regents its Agency Physical Plan and Targets Institute Development Plan for 2019 to 2023. The development plan was widely disseminated by the Office of Institutional Planning and Development Services through a series of hand-holding sessions vis-a-vis the crafting of the work and financial plan. To meet the demands of relevance in international arena, the university crafted its Strategic Internationalization Plan in 2019 and was also approved by the Board of Regents in the same year. Taking greatly into consideration new challenges and the direction the university has set, a series of consultations was also conducted to verify its current vision. From there, the university revised its vision, making it simple and direct. The revised vision is a university committed to the holistic development of the individual and society. This was also approved by the Board of Regents in 2019, together with its 7 core values of accountability, commitment, excellence, transparency, integrity, teamwork, and participation. In 2017, the university started rolling out its plan to get ISO certified. After a series of trainings and internal audit, the university submitted itself to ISO evaluation by Socotec and was granted ISO 9001-2015 certification in 2020. To supplement the quality manuals of the university, the college crafted its own quality assurance plan in 2021. In addition to seeking a ACOP accreditation and Commission on Higher Education recognition, the university also seeks international recognition. In 2018, the university was first ranked by QS Stars at 450 to 500, QS World Rankings Asia 2019, in which the BS Psychology program was the only degree program given 3 stars by QS. In 2020, the university was ranked 551 to 600, a ranking it has maintained until present. Preparation of annual plan starts in the 3rd quarter of every year, usually after the mid-year assessment. This allows the various colleges and offices to prepare in advance and determine mechanisms to achieve the following year's target. The expected major final outputs, MFO, on higher education services, advanced education services, research services, and extension services, otherwise known as Bar 1, of the university is set by the Department of Budget and Management. The different colleges in the university determines the respective commitment to attain each MFO. This largely becomes the college's basis for its work and financial plan. Towards the end of the year, the university conducts its year-end assessments. Deliverables that were not achieved are expected to be carried over and to be attained in the succeeding year. Following the 3-year term of a dean and not exceeding 2 consecutive terms, the college underwent its nomination of new dean in early 2019, who then took office in mid-2019. With a change in leadership, a college direction setting was conducted last September 2019, in which departments presented their action plans for the next 3 years, such as plans on faculty development and curricular development. The college mission and goals were also revisited, and the general consensus is both mission and goals are still relevant to the college's direction. The college research and extension agendas set in 2016 have been determined to still guide the college's work on research and extension. Initially agreed to be the college's research and extension agenda for the next 5 years, the college revisited the set agenda to guide the revision and preparation of graduate programs that are research-based. The college is constantly guided by its work and financial plan. This is done annually by all departments, collectively contributing their respective commitments following the mandates and directives set by the university. At present, the college's work and financial plan is anchored on that of the university. Each faculty and staff of the college also makes a respective individual performance commitment and review to support the college's office performance commitment and review. Almost every year, each department undertakes action planning where the faculty members set the department's key directions, identify issues, and come up with solutions. During this time, the department identifies key action for the year, serving as the department's major accomplishment. Some of these key actions are hosting or co-hosting conferences, sending out faculty for further education. As practiced, departments have working committees that ensure outputs and accomplishments. In addition, departments also have quarterly meetings. Dissemination of information from top management to faculty is in a timely manner through emails of memorandums and special orders. Our planning process is complemented with regular monitoring. This ensures that we attain our outputs, targets, and commitments.